You're not cheating on your wife if you eat my lemon square.
Your lemon squares taste like ass.
And welcome back to Horror Queer's Hangout. As promised / threatened, we are back with our crew from earlier this year. We are talking about the best horror films of 2022. We're playing a match game, and this time we have strategically done the rules so that Terry cannot cheat quite as easily.
I call foul play.
Yeah, you were doing foul play.
Yes.
We're Terry and I
volunteer.
talking about Terry and I were texting about strategy earlier today. So.
Wow.
Not actually. I was just like, what should my strategy be? And we were just joking about it. So
Well, luckily with the way we're playing this time, I don't think, I mean, the strategy is just like pick the most popular things that are also on your list.
yeah.
Yeah. So this time, folks, everybody quickly introduce yourself. Terry, start.
I'm Terry Mesnard. I'm at Gaily Dreadful and co-host of Scarred for Life.
I am Trace Thurman. I am the co-host of the Horror Queers podcast.
I'm Ryan, Brother Ghoulish. I'm on Brother Ghoulish's Tomb, Bloody Massacre, and I released a book recently, There's Something Wrong in Morganton County.
Yeah.
I'm DeVaughn.
It's me. I'm MaryBeth McAndrews, editor-in-chief of Dread Central, co-host of Scarred for Life with Terry, also co-host of the Watched Once, Never Again podcast with Daxie Bobbin.
And I am DeVaughn Taylor at _Daddy Disco on Twitter and Instagram. And I am one of the co-hosts of the Spectre Cinema Club podcast at Spectre Cinema on socials.
There we go. New name, but same great content. So
same show. Yeah. New face, same show.
I love the art too, by the way.
Thank you. Thank you.
Okay, so here's how this is going to work, folks. So last time we asked you to try to match with Trace and my list. And this time we're going to open the floor to everybody's list. So we're going to take turns picking a film, trying to match with as many people as possible for points. So say Terry picks a film, he manages to get 2 of us, then Terry gets 2 points. We're trying to get to 10 points, and it's all about the bragging rights here.
And this will make more sense, I think, when we start the game, because
Yes.
we all needed an example to make sure we knew what we were doing.
So true. So true. So Terry, because you are in the top corner, you get to start us off. So name one of your top 10 best films of 2022.
Oh, man, see, this is tough because you want to try to get a popular one.
Mm-hmm.
And man, I'm just gonna say Scream.
All right.
It's on mine.
It's on mine.
Oh, it is not.
Okay.
It is not on mine. If y'all remember from the last one, that was my controversy. A little bit.
It dropped off of mine, so
Fair. I mean, that's why we're coming back around, right? Because there were things that were not available back in August when we did this the first time.
All right, so this means Terry gets 2 points, but Joe and I do not get any points for that.
Correct. Yes. Okay. So Terry is on the board with 2 points. He needs 8 more to win. Trace, you're up.
I'm removing Scream from my list, so I don't think to say it again. I'm going to say The Menu.
That is on mine.
Oh,
That's
good.
on my
Thank
list.
God. All right, it's a 2 for me.
Okay, so we have a tie game. Ryan, you're up.
I'll go ahead and say Hellraiser 2022.
It's on
well,
mine.
obviously.
1 for Ryan.
Okay. Ryan's on the board with 1. So far, Scream, The Menu, Nope. Scream, The Menu, and Hellraiser. Clearly, we were joking about Hereditary before we began. All right, MaryBeth, you're up.
Barbarian.
Yeah, it's on mine.
Okay, she's got 2.
It's on mine.
All right, so tie game between Terry, MaryBeth, and Trace. Ryan's got 1. DeVaughn, you're up.
All righty. I'm going to go with let's go with X. Got one. Got
We got
one.
one.
All right.
I expected that to be on more
Surprised by
people's
that.
lists. I'm kind of
I
surprised by
was
that.
so did I like and Barbarian. I'm like, wait a second.
I mean, I'm telling you, I liked Barbarian. I just didn't love Barbarian like everyone else did. I didn't quite
No, that's fair.
get the hype.
It also feels like it was like so far away. Did the second half of the year feel like backloaded compared to the front for you guys?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
I
Remember
Y'all not
October when 40 movies came out?
Look,
Yeah.
okay, y'all not gonna come for Barbarian like this. Okay,
I mean, I like Barbarian.
was
I
on
just didn't love
mine.
it.
It's high up on mine.
that was my girl. Okay, I mean, I don't want that Airbnb, but you know, the movie, I'll take it.
I mean, if it came with-
it was cute.
Incredible.
Oh my god.
Oh my
So
god.
gross.
And
Oh,
it's
gross.
got the
hairs.
hair.
Pull the hair.
I
Pull the hair.
Oh,
I refuse to take the hair out of it. It's my favorite. My
Yeah,
husband
the
hates
best
it.
part.
I
Well,
think it's
luckily
incredible.
you have
It's
hair
just-
that you can put on it if you ever lose that hair. So
and since we're close to Christmas, you could drink your eggnog from it.
Ew.
oh my god, I thought you were gonna say like breast milk, and I was like, that's weird.
Oh god.
All
Okay,
right, Joe.
it's my turn. Popular films. I'm going to say Terrifier 2.
It's on mine.
And everyone
Just the
was
one.
surprised.
It
I
was
mean,
on
I-
the fringe for me. It was on the fringe of the top 10 for me.
I've watched that
Same.
movie 5 times this year. Like,
Wow.
yes.
What
Wow.
is wrong with you?
That is some endurance.
Would it shock? It's more so my husband actually, because he's the one that instigated. Well, 4 of the 5 watches.
Something is not right with Ari, is what we're hearing.
Mhm.
Okay, so end of round 1 tally. We have Terry with 2, MaryBeth with 2, Trace with 2, and all the rest of us with 1. So
That's
Terry,
such
you
a
start
cool
round.
testament to all the movies that came out this year, though, don't
It
you
really
think?
is.
Like none of
part.
we don't have similar lists. Like really, I think that's so fucking cool for this
Well, and
year.
I still have 6 movies I can pick from. So
Yeah,
Ooh.
I
Come
still
on,
have.
come on.
I have 9. No, 8.
you're losing.
Yeah. Uh huh.
Okay,
It's okay. I'm
Terry.
true to myself.
Terry, start us off on round 2. What's your second pick?
Boy. Again, this is really tough. Okay, I'm just Orphan First Kill.
Hey.
Hey.
Oh shit! There it is. I knew there was going to be one that would get
House.
most of us. So
I mean,
I love that
mean,
it's Orphan First Kill.
give
I'm
it up
so
for our
happy.
girl Esther. I mean,
Shit.
like, talk about becoming an icon. You
Yes.
know, like,
icon.
I love
I
the
honestly-
movie.
I didn't say that
But-
because that's like, obviously it's on my list. I didn't think that was going to be on everyone's list.
I was afraid. That's why I was
I-
screaming. I was like, that seems to be like
The safe pick, right?
that's my
pick.
most watched one of the year. I've watched that like 5 or 6 times.
Yeah, I've seen that 3
Really
times.
amazing.
And
It's
so
Garrett
fucking
just got it for
Blu-ray?
me on Garrett just got for me for on Blu-ray for Christmas.
Yes.
So yes.
I got the blue too.
Fuck
It's
yeah.
one of those
Except for
ones where
like
you're like,
bare
I-
bones fucking release. Give me
Yeah.
a goddamn break.
But it's one of those ones that where you're like, I have to own this so I can show it to people whenever anyone comes to my apartment.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yes, everyone must.
That's my most viewed reel. If you go to the podcast Instagram, I was showing my friends Orphan First Kill, and I filmed them when the twist or the turn
Nice.
comes, and their faces were just speechless, like jaws
Oh my-
on the ground. It was pure gold.
That's kind of like I want to record people just watching the entire last 40 minutes of that movie because it's not even just the twist, it's everything
No,
Julia
it's
Stiles
everything that
does.
happens.
Yeah.
So
Esther
good.
smoking a cigarette, driving a car.
Oh,
Like-
maniac scene.
Iconic.
So good.
Iconic.
Okay. God damn it. I'm going to say bodies. Damn.
Yeah, we
Fuck,
got
okay. I thought
one.
that was
I would have had that on my list, but I didn't because when we had talked before, it didn't seem like a lot of people were considering that horror. I do, and so I didn't include it on my list. But otherwise, that probably would have been.
I have one more that I'm like, fuck, this probably isn't horror enough to make people's list. But you know what? Fuck it.
We'll see. I think everybody's got a couple dark horse contenders. We'll see.
Yeah.
Okay. Terry's at 6. Trace is at 3. Ryan, you're up.
Pearl. Anybody?
No.
Okay.
Oh, I'm shocked by that though,
That's
too.
actually on mine. That's on mine.
Oh.
Okay. There we go. Sneaking one in at the last minute. Okay. Yeah, I'm surprised actually. I think again, this is a good testament to like people really loved X, people really love Pearl, but I mean, we're just a sample size, but I would have thought it would have shown up on more people's list too. Okay. Ryan is at 2. So Mary Beth.
I'm gonna go with Nope.
Okay, 2.
It's on mine.
I thought that would be on more lists.
It just got cut off of mine. It was like my number 11.
Joe, we saw that together.
We did. It was so fun.
That was so fun.
My entire list is 4.5 and 4-star films, and I think Nope was a 3.5 for me.
I have a couple 3.5s on mine.
Barbarian was 3.5. Actually, X and Pearl, I think, were 3.5s too for me.
No. All right, DeVaughn, what have you got?
All right. So I think I only got like one that's gonna get everybody, and then the rest it's gonna be slim pickings. So but I'll go Prey.
Oh yeah.
There we go. All right.
Right.
That's probably my last opportunity to rack up some points.
It was a good one. That was a good one,
It
though.
was.
Yeah. I was like, okay, I've got 2 options. What is it going to be? And then that was the one I was going to pick. So fuck you, DeVaughn.
It just made it in there, and I mean, it's that's also a really rewatchable one from the year. I've watched it a few times, both versions, and like it's just it's a real easy watch.
Just a good time. Okay. So I will go with my other option, which is The Sadness.
Wow. Okay.
I thought it was gonna be on more lists.
I did too.
I wonder if I was gonna say maybe it came out too long ago, but like it's the best of the year, so people just forget about it, I guess.
I mean, it's also polarizing, so I think it's just not
It was
everybody's cup of
close.
tea.
It was close for me, but the couple.
I won't lie, MaryBeth, I thought I'd get you with that. Okay,
Terry.
so
It's like 11 or 12 on my list. It's very close.
that's not bad. So the end of 2 rounds, Terry is leading with 6, followed by DeVaughn and MaryBeth with 4. Trace has 3, and the rest of us have 2. So clearly we need to pick our fucking asses up. Terry.
3 picks. I have 3 picks left, so
I know we're in danger. All of a sudden it's like, wait.
You in danger, girl.
I only have 4 picks, and I don't think any of them are going to be big ones. I'm going to go with Watcher.
Mine.
I thought I was going to get Joe with that one.
It was 12 on my list, so you very nearly got me.
Okay, well, so I literally have my number 1 and number 2 picks left, so I will pick number 2. Soft and Quiet.
Oh, okay, that's a good one.
See, as I don't know if it's going to be like horror-y enough to include, but it's that is my number 2 horror film of the year.
That should have been on my list. That is, I think that is horror, complete and utter.
This is why you should keep a letterbox list of all the movies that come out when you get a press release for them, and then when you're making your top 10 list, you just have it sort by your highest to lowest rating, and boom, there's your list.
I don't rate things.
Good point.
That's my problem.
That's stupid.
Right. That's a tricky one. Well, you also you don't manage an entire website, Trace.
I was gonna say I have heard a story about that, and I have to be very careful about what I rate. So I just choose to stay impartial and not rate it. It's just politically a little bit easier. Anyway,
much like Soft and Quiet.
Oh yeah, that's a politically easy movie. Wait. But obviously I won't get points for this, but if y'all had thought to include this on your list, would it have been in anyone's top 10 lists?
Yeah,
I didn't see it. I was gonna watch it yesterday, but I didn't get to it.
That will be my husband hated that movie. Like it's a 1-star film for him. Like he was like, I don't know why anyone makes this. It was like this has no purpose existing, that kind of a thing. Whereas I'm like, I think I've seen that. Kind of amazing.
I've seen a bunch of people just being like, no, I can't watch this. Like, I don't care about
the
quality or how well done it is. I cannot watch it. I will not watch it.
It's fair.
I don't think any film really affected me or challenged me as much as that film did, which is why I would.
Yeah.
And by the reactions, it seems pretty horrifying to me. So I don't know about arguing its place being here.
Also, we never have to justify that. If we say it's a horror film, it's a fucking horror film.
Oh no, I mean, I classify it as horror, but that's one where I was like, I feel like the people won't have that in their heads when they're making their list of horror films.
True. In everyone's self-defense, I asked you to make a top 10 list. I did not tell you how the game would be played until we got in here.
No, I think that's the best way to do it too. And we're more honest this way.
Terry.
I will not take this slander. I played the game like you're supposed to play match game. And that's gonna be my story, and I'm sticking to it.
Good.
All right, Ryan.
Okay.
Okay. Speak No Evil for anybody.
I didn't see it.
No.
It's
Not
grim,
for
but
me,
it didn't make
fam.
mine. Okay.
But my husband did like that one.
I mean, that one did the thing of it made me mad like it's supposed to, but I was like, I don't know. I think you're stretching that a little far for how dumb those people are. So like, it is a tough watch, and it got the reaction, but I was like, I don't know. I've been still like very on the fence on that one.
What, like you don't believe, like you're like, I don't believe people would sit through this or like keep going?
I mean, there's again, like each round it's like, okay, like that's understandable. Okay, like I get like social politeness here and there, but like when it comes to certain things where it's like, okay, they're doing things that involve your kids and then you're still going back, and like that's when it like, because they had like if they only had the one time of like leaving and coming back, understandable, but they did it twice. And then they just let things happen more. Oh, see, it's getting me riled up.
As someone who is who does not like confrontation and is very much a people pleaser, like I never have an issue believing people doing things like that, no matter how bizarre or strange it might be.
Mm-hmm. No. Yeah, it was a toughie, but it's a challenging one though.
Okay. Okay, VHS 99.
No, but I do like that one a lot.
Tits. Okay. Well.
All right, DeVaughn.
I had to have a found footage movie on the list. It's just
it's on brand.
Let's see. Do I go with a weird one? Because I still got a few options. I still got like 5 options.
I have one left.
I also have 5.
What about Flux Gourmet?
Oh, hell yeah.
Okay. Got one. I got one in there. All right. He got real stricky with that one, and I was
so
very pleased by it. And like I feel like at least from the ones I've seen, it might be like maybe his most accessible, in a certain way, but still while maintaining his charm. Like I've only seen about 3 or 4 of his films, but from the ones I see, yeah.
Yeah.
Like I would definitely recommend that one before I recommend like In Fabric to somebody.
Oh, yeah. It's
really?
it's really weird, but it's less surreal. Like it's
a little more structured.
It's pretty grounded. Again, it's fucking bizarre and like very much weird, but it's pretty grounded in what it's about.
It has like a cool structure in the way that they like kind of each act is like around the interview and then like kind of explores the theme of like that character for that act. So it's like it's still like kind of floaty, but it's still a little more structured. And I really enjoyed it. I mean, all the weirdness, all the sounds. It's a goodie.
Gwendolyn Christie also is like ethereal.
Was that on your list last time, or was it on Jenny's list last time?
It was on Jenny's list last time.
Okay.
And I was excited because DeVaughn, you hadn't seen it yet, had you? Did you watch it because it was, or was it on your list?
I watched it. It was like on my watch list, but when we did the last episode, I hadn't gotten to it yet. And then it was like kind of like that. I feel like I'm gonna really like this, and then I really liked it.
There you go.
Culinary horror this year.
Oh yeah, so much.
Okay. My pick. I think I'm down to 3, which is not good. So I'm going to be strategic and get at least one. So You Won't Be Alone.
I don't even know what that is.
Right here.
I got the one, but not the one I thought.
You got one.
I'm surprised it's on Terry's.
That's who I thought I was gonna get.
Yeah.
The Noomi Rapace witch movie that doesn't actually have Noomi Rapace into that much. No, it's not. Yeah. Is it even Noomi Rapace?
Yes,
it is.
It is.
Okay.
She's in it for a section. Just a good.
Wait, a section? I thought she was like the main.
No.
She was in all the art.
No,
it's
she's
in, like,
just selling the
chapters.
film, but it's really not.
Yeah,
about
Oh,
the
that's
film's
funny.
in, like, in
Joe, you
sections.
should.
I mean, you could
gotten
say her character is like this maybe second most important of the
sure.
sections, maybe, but yeah, she's just like the one of the avatars, if you will.
I'm sorry, this is the second film that Terry has been like, oh yeah, that should be on my list. Like, what the fuck are you doing, Terry?
What the hell is on Terry's list? That's what we want to know.
No, but it's like he's forgetting movies that he loved this year.
No. I did not forget this movie. I purposefully left it off of this list because I did not think it was going to be a popular movie choice. And so I was like, I'm just going to save this for
something else,
for life one.
Yeah.
I'm really glad
our recording of our actual top 10.
I just got it in a couple days ago, and I was really glad I did. Like, it was
a breathtaking movie.
Very wonderful experience. Like, I really enjoyed it.
Okay, so the end of round 2, we have Terry with 7, DeVaughn with 6, MaryBeth with 4, Trace with 3, and Ryan and I with only 2.
Oh,
no,
so,
wait,
yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not the loser, at least.
Okay. So, Terry, let's see. I'm actually interested to see if anyone can get to 10 at this point.
Yeah.
Again, all of mine are. I don't think I'm going to get anyone for the ones I have left. The Innocents. That's the only one that had
Oh,
shit. 2 for Terry.
That was almost on my list. That movie. Oof. That was fucked.
Yeah. I will have more to say about that movie in like a couple minutes.
Oh, okay.
Well, I only have one pick left, and it's my top pick, and it has not changed from last time. So it is, and I don't think anyone's gonna have it. So it is still Midnight. Oh yeah, good. I got one.
It was also on mine.
I was wondering. Oh, it's on yours too, Terry.
Oh shit.
Oh wow. Okay.
Puts me at 5 at least. You know what? I'm good with that. And I am now out of the game. But yes, I loved Midnight. It's still like it has yet to be beat. I just think it was so thrilling and fun, and I fucking love it. Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Okay, Ryan.
We're all going to the World's Fair.
Oh, it was so close.
Ooh. I was gonna play that one, and but yeah, it's on mine. Oof, so good, man. Made me feel. That was my number one for a bit. I've been kind of shuffling things around the past week, and I'll say also, like, in revisiting your guys' episode, MaryBeth, was like it did kind of change it, and not in a bad way. It just like it did like make me go, oh, I kind of miss like a big portion of this, and like, but that's just because there was so much going on in that film. But like, still, the way that movie like made me feel at the end of it, because like it's such a, you know, if you're a part of came in that very niche part of the internet culture, hits you just so emotionally hard. And like, I watched that like 1 a.m, lights down low, like the way you should. And that's why everybody needs to watch this movie. You like, I don't think you're allowed to watch it before midnight, honestly, but fantastic.
Wait, this is World's Fair?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Did anyone see Bones and All yet? Because that actress plays Chalamet's sister in that movie.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I didn't realize that was her.
Okay. Yeah, very different hair.
Yeah.
Oh.
Okay, MaryBeth.
Resurrection.
Ooh, I did just see that and I liked it a lot, but it didn't make my top 10.
I figured, but
the performance is way better than the movie.
I think that Resurrection is a better version of what Men is trying to do.
Oh, yeah.
I also have a lot of thoughts. I have a lot of thoughts about Resurrection as a really cool like rape revenge narrative. That
I mean, it's just like to me, it's like both that and Men are like metaphor movies where the plot is kind of incidental to like the theme and the metaphor, and so I just think
arguably the end is like the showstopper.
Yeah, and I think that Resurrection is just a better version of Men.
I would agree with that.
Okay, DeVaughn.
All right, so I got a few left on here. Let's see. What about I know a few people liked it. I don't know how high it's on the list still. Hypochondriac. Okay, got one.
That was another close one.
I'm surprised that wasn't on Terry's list.
That's why I thought it was gonna be on Terry's before I thought it was gonna be on Ryan's.
Clearly, we all thought we had Terry pegged, and he did not comply. Okay, I literally only have one left, and I think it's going to be the one that no one is going to pick because I talked about it in our last episode, and it seemed like Trace was the only one who had seen it or maybe liked it as much. So my last one is No Exit.
Oh yeah, I do like that one a lot, but not top 10.
Yeah, I like that movie too, but it just didn't make my list.
I haven't seen it yet.
I fell asleep during it. I need to finish it.
Because you fell asleep because you were bored or because you
because it was like one of those, like I'd watched a couple movies. I was like, do I got one more in me tonight? And I didn't.
And I did not. Yeah. Okay, Terry, do you have any left?
I have a single one left that I know is not going to be on anyone's list. It's The Long Walk.
What's up? It's on mine too.
Oh shit!
Wait, that's I don't know why
it is this year. It came out in January.
Oh, I was like, that's the Matty Joe one, right?
Yeah.
I haven't seen it yet.
Yeah, it's easily one of my favorite movies this year.
I thought it would be on yours, Terry, because I know that you and I are fucking obsessed with that movie. So.
Question. I'm not challenging the genre necessarily, but how horror-y is it? It's more so for me, so I know how
it's like sci-fi serial killer.
It's a serial
story.
killer narrative. And I think it's one of those movies that lays out its the horror towards the end. Like once you start to like peel back the layers about what's really happening, it just gets so freaking disturbing. Just like the way you look at it, it just haunted me by the end of it because it starts out as one thing and by the end of it it's like something completely different.
It's incredible.
Okay.
I can't go, so
I was gonna say, I feel so Terry technically has 10 points. Does anyone think that they have a pick that will nab them a tie?
Okay, then who has films
left? Do I have 7 points right now?
You have 7, DeVaughn. You're in second place technically.
Crimes of the Future might get a couple more points. Question mark?
I didn't see it.
I haven't seen that one yet.
I had 2 choices left, and that was one of them.
It's in my stack of screeners, but I just haven't watched it.
Bones and All.
Nah.
Yeah.
I wish it was in there for me. I wanted it to be in the 10. I really did.
That's how Joe and I were very much the same. Again, it's a 3.5. I think it's a solid movie, but I didn't like. Both of us had trouble emotionally connecting to it. Like I didn't really feel much by the end.
Oh, interesting. Yeah, that's my top. My other one is Something in the Dirt.
Oh, I didn't see that. If Ari was here, that would have been in his top 10, so he would have gotten him for that.
My other one was Duel, and I was like, nobody else is gonna have that.
I do like Duel a lot, though.
It's so good.
Yeah, Duel is really good.
Who's the director?
It's Riley Stearns,
the guy that did Art of Self-Defense.
And have y'all seen Faults? His one with Mary Elizabeth Winstead about the cult.
No.
Oh my god! He did Faults. Because he was dating Mary Elizabeth Winstead, and she was going to be in Art of Self-Defense, but then she cheated on him with Ewan McGregor, and so he recast her with Imogen Poots in Art of Self-Defense.
The drama.
As one does.
Oh, it's on the list now. Yeah,
but Fault it's not as funny as Art of Self-Defense. It's more of like a really dark movie with some humorous beats, but fantastic.
It's really good.
Movie.
Fuck yeah. Okay.
Okay. So Terry is our winner, which means that Terry, you get to tell us about your number 1 film of the year first.
Oh, that was The Long Walk. It just the way it unfolds for me just really blew me away. I think there's a lot going on underneath it that is really fascinating. I think it's such a intriguing way to tackle a serial killer story that you don't maybe realize is one until it's a little too late, and it kind of springs that trap on you. So it's emotional, it's devastating, it's incredibly well filmed. It's not based on the Stephen King short story. I just want to point that out there. And it's just freaking amazing.
Nice. Okay, DeVaughn, you're in second place. What's your top pick?
So my top pick, I was kind of shuffling around here and there, and there's like I don't have many 5 stars from the year, but and I was kind of surprised that this one kind of moved me as much as it did. But being a lifelong industry person, The Menu just kind of did everything for me. You know, like I mean, it was funny. Like I mean, it like consistently funny throughout the movie, but then just as each course gets, you know, just more eccentric and bigger and wilder, and I really like just kind of get behind, like, you know, like Julian, yes, he is a psycho, but also kind of an anti-hero in a way. And you know, this movie is like kind of that metaphor of like whenever like you're working in a restaurant and you're just like, oh my God, I would burn this place to the ground if I could. Like it's like they're doing it. Like they said, we're gonna do that. And like, you know, so it's like kind of it scratches that itch, but then just also the entertainment factor of it, the presentation of it all, like just everything really works. The cast, like, and I really hope Ray Fiennes gets an Oscar nom for it. I doubt he will, because of course, you know, this is of course he won't, but you know, we can hope.
What a great group costume, like Halloween costume idea too, by the way.
The s'mores.
By the end of it.
Okay. Trace, you are next.
Yeah, I mean, my number one was Midnight, but I will say I didn't have any 5-star films this year, but I had 4 4.5-star films, and those were Midnight, Soft and Quiet, The Menu, and Terrifier 2.
The range,
right?
The range.
It's like
Seriously.
this year is wild for that, I feel.
I think if the twist in Orphan First Kill had happened at the end of Act 1, and so we had that batshit insanity for Acts 2 and 3, it would have been a 4.5-star film for me. Maybe even a 5-star film, actually.
Fascinating.
All right. MaryBeth, you are next.
My number one is Bones and All, which is funny.
Wow.
I know that y'all didn't necessarily emotionally connect with it as much, but I cried the whole way home after seeing it. I think just Taylor Russell is absolutely incredible in that movie. I think her character is fascinating, and she's really good at quietly depicting so many emotions. And I think there's so many cool things about like found family, and it's so heartbreaking, and it just like got me in my heart and my soul. So that is why it's my number one. And it's kind of gross, but not as gross, and it's sweet, and I don't know, I just like really got my heart.
I'm jealous, honestly. Like it's a thing where it's like, I mean, I like it. I wish that I felt more by the time the credits rolled.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm ready for a rewatch of it, because it was definitely like my highly and most anticipated film of the year. And you know, as much as you try to temper expectations, like I didn't watch trailers, but then I'd see people tweet about it, and then I'm like, oh, okay, I'm gonna feel this hard. I can't wait. And like all the subgenres work, but like kind of independently, I just don't feel like they all kind of meshed as far as the romance, the horror, the road trip angle. They all kind of work on their own in different angles, but I feel like the emotion would have tied it together for me a little bit more. But yeah, Taylor Russell is a revelation. Like she is phenomenal.
I've never seen a bad performance from her either, so I really hope that it is like one of those things where people go back and discover her across all these different films. But it's a great showpiece for her.
Besides that and the escape room movies, what else do you know her
Waves
and The Leftovers.
Oh yeah, okay.
Please watch Waves. So good. Oh,
I like her part of Waves, but that film I have a relationship with that film. It gets me annoyed. But sorry, Ryan, what's your number one for the year?
My number one for the year is still Hypochondriac, so it hasn't changed.
Oh yeah.
I felt emotionally connected to that film, and it just, you know, it's definitely my fave.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
And mine for the year is The Innocents. So mine has also not changed since August, but it's mostly just, I think it's the film that got the biggest reaction out of me. It made me so horribly uncomfortable for a lot of it. It actually makes me excited to watch Soft and Quiet, because I have heard similar kind of I guess readings of it where they're just like, oh man, these movies that just make you want to like shrivel up and die as you watch them. So clearly that is my new like trauma that I'm excitedly chasing.
But does anyone feel like that? Because I feel like I'm looking for films that are like it's like, you know, the desensitization we get as horror fans, where I'm like, I'm looking for something to really fuck me up, and like, that's like one of those things.
Yeah, and I don't think I've had that this year, so I'm kind of hoping Soft and Quiet is that. I was gonna watch it yesterday, so I'm gonna maybe watch it. Maybe I'll do that today. But like Mother, like I'm like chasing that like first theatrical experience I had when I saw Mother. Like that's the visceralness I'm really wanting. Yeah.
I mean, given the premise of Soft and Quiet, I think like for both you and Ryan, like, you know, as people of color, I'm interested to see what your reaction to that movie is.
Yeah, because I saw the Girls Not Scary, Girl That's Scary. They were not for it. I'm also intrigued for that angle as well. Yeah.
I just want to give a shout out. It didn't make my list, but I feel like people aren't talking about it. The Righteous. It technically came out in like 2021 in festivals, but it hit Arrow this year. And I just watched it last night, and it's fucking really incredible. And it's almost in my top, but it's fucking incredible. And I want more people to watch it. I think it kind of came out quietly earlier this year.
Practically dumped.
It got like no press. And I think just more people need to watch it. It's this like black and white religious horror film, but it's like the take on religious horror is incredible. And it's got an impeccable score. Henry
Czerny.
And Mark O'Brien.
I know, it was in Revenge.
Yeah, but their performances, Mark O'Brien and Henry Czerny, are just like ridiculous. It's very much like kind of a monologue movie, but it was good. I watched Canadian. It last night. Yeah, I watched it last night, and I was because I knew I would love it, and it blew me away. So just more people should watch it.
Did anyone have a film on their list that they have not talked about yet or said? Or did we cover everyone's incomplete lists?
Pretty much.
My complete list.
Just wanted to make sure before we signed off.
Yeah.
Nice. Okay. Well, let's do a quick recap of where everybody can get a hold of you. So, Terry?
You can find me on Twitter, if it's still here, Instagram, and Hive at Gaily Dreadful, or also the podcast at Scarred Podcast.
Okay. Ryan?
You can find me on everything at Brother Ghoulish.
MaryBeth?
You can find me on Twitter at MB McAndrews. You can find me on Instagram at MB.McAndrews. You can also find us at Scarred Podcasts. You can also find Watch Once Never Again at WONA Podcast, WONA Podcast, and follow Dread Central on everything while you're at it.
DeVaughn?
You can find me on Twitter and Instagram at _DaddyDisco, Spectre Cinema Club podcast at Spectre Cinema on Twitter and Instagram. And hey, we even made a Tumblr because why not? And you can also find us there on TikTok. And I host that with my co-host Garrett McDowell, whose birthday it is this weekend. So happy birthday to Garrett.
Oh, so nice. Yeah. And of course, people know how to find us. Hopefully, because you're actually watching our channel.
You're here. You're here. You found it. Congrats.
Jesus. Okay. Well, thanks everybody for being game for the game and sharing your picks. And who knows what we'll be talking about in 2023. Woo. All right. Wave goodbye, everybody.